Drake is done for. People are saying he just crossed a line that you can't come back from. We're talking about a coordinated, desperate attack on Kendrick Lamar's family that has the entire industry absolutely disgusted. This isn't just rap beef anymore. This is straight-up psychological warfare. While Baby Keem is out here dropping what critics are already calling the album of the decade, Drake is allegedly in the shadows, pulling strings, paying bots, and trying to bury a masterpiece before it even breathes. The internet is spinning because the evidence piling up against the OVO camp right now, it's damning. If you thought the beef was over, you have no idea what just started. Everybody thought they knew what was happening. Baby Keem drops his album, Drake drops his McDonald's meal. 2 releases, same week. Just coincidence, right? Wrong. That was the surface story, the one they wanted you to believe. But new evidence just surfaced that flips this entire narrative on its head. We're talking coordinated attacks, paid propaganda, fake insider accounts, a whole operation designed to kill Casino before it could breathe. And the timeline? It's too perfect, too calculated, too desperate. The whole narrative is twisting right now because people are finally connecting the dots, and those dots lead straight back to Drake. Let me break down exactly what happened February 20th, 2026. Baby Keem drops Casino, an album 5 years in development. Critics are calling it generational. Fans are crying listening to tracks like No Blame. Real hip-hop heads are celebrating actual artistry. But within hours, literal hours, something sinister starts happening. Propaganda pages flood social media, all pushing the same narratives, same talking points, same lies, like they got a script handed to them. Casino is a flop. Keem copied Drake's Rollout. The album is mid. Think about that timing. The album hasn't even been out 12 hours, and suddenly there's this coordinated wave of negativity. That's not organic, that's manufactured. And fans online turned into full-blown investigators because something felt off. They started tracking these accounts, checking post histories, looking at follower patterns, analyzing engagement rates. These folks went full CSI mode. What they found? Most of these accounts promoting anti-Keem content had one thing in common. They all posted pro-Drake content religiously. Some were brand new accounts. Others suddenly switched from posting about fashion or sports to exclusively attacking Casino. The coordination was too obvious. But it gets even crazier. Let's talk about the Rollout comparison, because this is where Drake's camp really showed their hand. They're claiming Baby Keem copied Drake's Iceman rollout strategy, the listening parties, the stadium events, the live streams. Except that's a complete lie, and here's the proof nobody's talking about. Baby Keem worked directly with Kanye West during the Donda era, 2021 through 2022. He was literally there when Kanye pioneered the modern listening party format, the Mercedes-Benz stadium events, the Apple Music live streams, the theatrical presentations. Keem learned from Kanye, not Drake. Drake, if we're keeping it real, Drake copied Kanye's format for his own releases. So now Drake's team is accusing Keem of copying Drake when Drake copied Kanye, who actually taught Keem. The mental gymnastics are insane. And for anyone who doesn't know Baby Keem's actual influences, let me educate you real quick. Kendrick Lamar, his cousin, the greatest rapper alive, taught Keem everything about vulnerability, storytelling, and making music with substance. Kanye West, direct collaboration, learned album rollout, innovation, and artistic presentation. Andre 3000, one of hip-hop's most creative minds, influenced Keem's abstract, experimental approach. Drake's contribution to Baby Keem's development? Zero. Nothing. Nada. In fact, and this is important, no artist has ever credited Drake with teaching them an original technique. Drake is the student, always has been. He learns from everyone else, then acts like he invented it. But wait, there's more evidence. TMZ and social media detectives uncovered something even more suspicious, an account called Insider Hub. This account had been leaking album information for months. Keem's rollout details, J. Cole's tour dates, Kanye and Travis Scott info. Sounds like just another leak account, right? Except fans noticed something strange. Insider Hub leaked everybody's information except Drake's. When people started pressuring them to leak Iceman details, the account deactivated, just vanished. And here's where it gets wild. The timing of that deactivation, right before Drake started posting Iceman promotional content. Fans online swear this account was run by Drake's team, a way to sabotage competitors while protecting Drake's own releases. And the evidence keeps stacking. People started comparing Insider Hub's posting patterns to another suspicious account from last year, No Dan Network. Remember that one? That was the account exposed for creating fake invoices trying to frame Kendrick Lamar and UMG. Drake's legal team actually tried using those fabricated documents in court, request number 78. They got humiliated when courts found zero evidence supporting the claims. Online detectives are now saying Insider Hub is literally the rebranded No Dan Network. Same tactics, same targets, same protection of Drake. They're slowing down timelines, comparing posting styles, analyzing language patterns, and the similarities? Reportedly around 87% match rate. That's not coincidence, that's strategy. Now let's get into the motive, because this is where everything starts clicking into place. Drake has been dealing with a serious credibility crisis for over a year now, and it's only getting worse. Think about the timeline. May 2024, Kendrick Lamar releases Not Like Us. The song doesn't just win the beef, it fundamentally changes how people see Drake. His tough guy image, shattered. His cultural authority, questioned. His artistic integrity, exposed. That track did permanent damage, and Drake knows it. Since then, every Drake release has underperformed. The streams are down, the cultural impact is minimal, the conversation has shifted. Meanwhile, Kendrick won a Grammy, performed at the Super Bowl, became even more beloved, solidified his position as hip-hop's conscience. And now, Kendrick's cousin is dropping an album that critics are calling a masterpiece. Put yourself in Drake's position for a second. You just lost the biggest rap battle in modern history. Your opponent is thriving, and now his family member is about to produce another generational talent? That kind of fall-off hits different. But there's more to this story. Drake's been trying to rebuild his image through the Iceman project. He's been teasing it since September 2025. 5 months of buildup, mysterious posts, cryptic messages, building anticipation. But here's the problem. He can't actually drop it. Why? Because the quality isn't there. He knows if he releases Iceman right now and it's mediocre, it's over. The comparisons to Kendrick will be brutal. The jokes will be endless. The legacy damage will be permanent. So instead, he's stuck in this weird limbo, teasing but never delivering, hyping but never releasing. And then Baby Keem announces Casino with an actual release date, with confidence, with Kendrick's cosign. Drake panicked. He couldn't let Keem's album succeed without trying to diminish it somehow. So he activated every resource at his disposal. The propaganda accounts, the suspicious leak pages, the coordinated negative campaigns. And then the McDonald's partnership. February 17, 2026, 3 days before Casino drops. Drake announces his McDonald's meal collaboration in Canada. The internet has been calling Drake the McDonald's of rap most months. It's been the running joke. Cheap, mass-produced, processed, no nutritional value, designed for quick consumption and forgotten tomorrow. And Drake's response? He literally partners with McDonald's. The symbolism is devastating. He's embracing the very criticism that's destroying his legacy. Meanwhile, Baby Keem spent 5 years crafting Casino, an album exploring his mother's struggles, family trauma, personal growth, deep human emotions. The contrast couldn't be more obvious. Kendrick's camp creates Michelin star gourmet experiences, art with substance, music that lasts. Drake's camp creates fast food, cheap, quick, forgettable. And Drake knows this. That's why he's so desperate to sabotage Casino, because if Keem succeeds with real artistry while Drake's selling burgers, the narrative is set forever. Let's keep it real about Drake's financial situation too, because this factors into the desperation. Reports suggest Drake's spending has increased dramatically while his revenue streams are declining. The mansion in Toronto, the private jets, the entourage, the legal fees from multiple lawsuits. Back in his peak, people say he was pulling in over $50 million annually just from music. But now, with declining streams, failed business ventures, and the UMG lawsuit complications, reportedly he's operating at a fraction of that. Meanwhile, Kendrick and PG Lang are thriving, building a sustainable empire, developing talent, creating cultural movements. That wealth gap creates envy, and envy creates desperate moves. Put all that together, the credibility loss, the financial pressure, the family dynasty threat, the McDonald's embarrassment, it looks like the perfect recipe for sabotage. And it gets worse for Drake because he knows what's coming next. If Casino succeeds despite his attacks, it proves PG Lang doesn't need industry manipulation. It proves real music wins. It proves Kendrick's philosophy is the future, and Drake becomes the past. That's terrifying for someone who built their entire identity on being the biggest. But here's the part that really hits different, the part that makes this whole situation genuinely disgusting. We aren't just talking about streams and sales here. We're talking about a human being's trauma. Casino isn't a party album. It's not a club record. Baby Keem poured his soul into this project. He's rapping about his mother's struggles. He's opening up about family secrets, about the pressure of the industry, about trying to find himself in the shadow of giants. Tracks like No Blame and House Money. If you listen to the lyrics, you can hear the pain in his voice. You can hear a young man trying to heal. And while he's being vulnerable, while he's sharing his deepest scars with the world, Drake is out here turning it into a circus. That's messed up. Imagine pouring 5 years of your life into a piece of art that honors your family's struggle, only to have a billionaire send an army of trolls to meme it to death because he has a grudge against your cousin. That's not hip-hop, that's bullying. The leaked reports say Keem was nervous about releasing this. He was afraid of being judged. And instead of letting the art speak, he's dealing with a coordinated smear campaign. That's somebody's son. That's somebody's cousin. And he's dealing with industry politics that he didn't ask for, just because his last name is associated with greatness. You can see it in the interviews Keem did right before the drop. He looked tired, he looked anxious, he just wanted the music to be heard. And to have that moment stolen, to have the conversation shifted from mental health to Drake beef, it's tragic. It robs the fans of the experience, but more importantly, it disrespects the pain that went into the music. On the other side, you have the OVO model. Algorithm manipulation, fast food consumption, quantity over quality. Destroy your enemies with rumors instead of bars. The bigger conversation is about what we as fans are going to accept. If we let the bots and the paid narratives win, we lose the music. If Drake succeeds in burying Casino with noise and burgers, it sends a message that artistry doesn't matter anymore. Only marketing budget matters. When you constantly flood the zone with negativity and distractions, you're not just hurting Baby Keem, you're hurting the culture. You're telling the next generation of artists that being vulnerable isn't worth it because some rich guy is just going to meme you into oblivion. Drake's situation is a wild example, but it's also a warning. The industry is watching. If Casino succeeds despite the sabotage, it proves that the listeners are smarter than the machine. It proves that real connection outweighs fake engagement. But if the sabotage works, then we're in a dark era for rap music. But here is the ultimate irony, the twist that nobody saw coming. Drake tried to play chess, but he knocked over his own king. By attacking Keem so aggressively, he's actually drawing more attention to the album. People are listening to Casino just to see what Drake is so scared of. And when they listen, they're realizing it's amazing. Drake is inadvertently promoting the very thing he tried to destroy. And remember that line from Drake's own song, Pound Cake? The one where he features Jay-Z? He said, "Only real music is going to last. All that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow." That bar is coming back to haunt him, because right now, Keem's music sounds like it's going to last forever. And Drake's antics, they look like the bullshit that's here today and gone tomorrow. The prophecy came true, just not the way Drake wanted. He played himself. He tried to be the villain, but he ended up being the clown. The Iceman project has been coming soon since September 2025. Nobody cares anymore. But Casino, it's here, it's real, and it's hitting people in their hearts. Stay locked in because this story is about to get even crazier. More details are dropping every hour. We're hearing rumors that Kendrick might actually respond on a deluxe track, and if that happens, it's nuclear war. So drop your thoughts in the comments. I need to know where you stand. Do you think Drake is really behind the Insider Hub account, or is it just a wild coincidence? And have you listened to Casino yet? Is it a masterpiece, or is the hype fake? Let me know if you're team artistry or team marketing. Make sure you like the video, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update, because we're covering every twist that comes out. The industry is messy, but we're here to clean it up and find the truth. I appreciate you for rocking with me. Stay safe out there, protect your energy, and remember, real music always wins in the end. Peace.